Okay, let's get started. So starting in a seated position, holding onto your wee small ball. Like I say nearly every time we're using this, if you don't have it, don't worry, you can do the exercises without. This just adds a wee bit of extra squeezing and things to all the exercises. Okay, so just sitting up nice and tall with your knees bent. And we're just going to start with the arms stretched out in front of you, holding on to the ball. So just sitting here, we're first going to start just with breathing and squeezing the arms, not moving anything else on the body just yet. So breathe in, and then as you breathe out, just squeeze your hands onto the ball, pull the belly button inwards. Breathe in, release. Breathe out, squeeze. Good, 2 more just like that. Breathe in, release. Breathe out, squeeze. Really focusing on your abs as well. 1 more. Breathe out, squeeze. Good. Now we're going to start into some pelvic tilts and sort of go into the rounding and straightening of our spine. Okay, so breathe in, prepare. And then on your out breath, lead with the pelvis. And just start to roll backwards slightly, squeezing your hands onto the ball. Good. And then release and re-straighten and stack the spine. Good. Breathe out. Round, squeeze. Breathe in, straighten, and release the hands. Good. A couple more. Breathe out, squeeze. Breathe in, release. So not going too far back. Breathe out, squeeze. Breathe in, release. Good. Okay, now we're going to add in a wee bit more and start rolling further down. Okay, so again, breathe in, prepare. And then on your out breath, squeeze the ball and start to pull the ball in towards your chest as you roll back. Good. Now we pause here. Take a breath in. And then on our exhale, squeeze the hands onto the ball, push the ball away as you sit yourself back up. Breathe in and restack your spine. Good. Breathe out, squeeze, pull the ball into the chest, elbows wide, abs in, hold, breathe in. And then breathe out, squeeze hands onto the ball, push the ball away, sit back up. Inhale, restack, shoulders down. Exhale, roll back, pulling the ball in towards you, elbows wide, hands squeezing, hold, breathe in. And then breathe out. Sit back up, squeezing, stretch the arms forwards. Good. Exhale. Pull back, hold, breathe in, and then breathe out, push forwards. Breathe in, restack. Good. 2 more. Exhale, roll back, pulling the ball in, elbows wide, hold, breathe in, and then breathe out, abs in, sit back up. Restack. 1 more. Did I say 2 more before? We'll go back again. Exhale down. Hands squeeze, elbows wide. Breathe in. And then breathe out. Sit back up and restack. Brilliant. Okay, pop the ball now in between your knees. And just make sure you've got enough room behind you, you're far enough down on your mat that you're able to roll the whole way down onto the ground. We're going to go into some nice shoulder bridges now, okay? So arms stretched out, take a breath in, and then on your exhale, roll yourself down. This time allow your spine to come down onto the floor. Bring your arms down either side of the body, and then just bring your feet maybe a little closer in towards the bum. About a foot away from your tailbone. Okay, so again, we'll just ease into the movement. So beginning with some breathing. So breathe in, prepare. And then on your out breath, squeeze the knees onto the ball. Breathe in and release. Breathe out, squeeze. Breathe in, release. Add in a little pelvic tilt now as well. So breathe out. Tilt your pelvis back, pressing lower spine into the floor and squeeze knees onto the ball. Breathe in, release, and relax the pelvis. Breathe out, squeeze knees, tilt pelvis, Feel the glutes starting to work as well. And then breathe in, release. Now into our full shoulder bridge. Exhale, knees press onto the ball, tilt your pelvis back, roll the spine up off the floor, squeeze knees, really feel this working down your hamstrings and into your glutes, holding at the top for your in-breath, and then exhaling to bring yourself back down, feeling each section of your spine reconnect. Inhale and relax the knees, relax the pelvis. And then go again, exhale, squeeze knees, tilt pelvis, roll and lift. Keep the squeeze onto the ball. Good, hold at the top for a breath in. And then breathe out, curl back down. And then release. Okay, we're going to try something different now on the next one. So exhale, squeeze knees, and bring yourself up into the upright position. Now get comfortable here. And what we're going to do is just extend left leg out and then bring the left foot back down again. Then right leg extends out and then bring the right foot back down again. Good, and you're trying your best not to tilt the pelvis from side to side as you're extending each leg. Remember to breathe. Good, and having the ball there just helps you to keep the knees nicely in line, which helps you to keep the pelvis nicely in line. And if you want, you can place your hands just lightly under the glutes as a little reminder to try not to drop from side to side. One more on each leg. Good, then with both feet down, take a breath in with your hips still raised. And then exhale to curl back down. Good, now lift the knees in, just give your knees a little hug in towards the chest. Good, okay, take the ball away. And we're going to start just with some more little arm squeezes. So holding the ball up towards the ceiling, feet flat on the floor to begin with. Take a breath in. And then on your out breath, just a little squeeze onto the ball as you pull the belly button in as well. Breathe in, release, breathe out, squeeze. Breathe in, release. Breathe out, squeeze. One more, breathe in, release. And breathe out, squeeze. Okay, lovely. Now we're going to lift our legs up into the tabletop position. So your hips are at 90 and your knees are at 90. Now what we're going to do is come up into a curl up and then pass the ball behind the knees, but trying not to bring the knees in. Okay, so we're trying to reach with the upper body and the arms around the back of the thighs. It'll all make sense when you do it. Okay, so breathe in. And then just holding the ball in your right hand on your exhale, curl up, pass the ball from your right hand to your left hand behind the thighs, and then inhale, sit back down. Put the ball back into your right hand, exhale up, pass to the left, and then inhale as you lower back down. Good, switch again to the right, exhale up, pass the ball, inhale, release. Good, two more, exhale, sit up. Keep thinking about flattening in those lower abs when you're in that curl. Chin curling in towards the chest so there's no overstraining of your neck. Good, and now we'll do 5 passing from the left to the right. Exhale, lift, left hand to right hand. Inhale, lower back down. Exhale, lift, pass left hand to right hand. Inhale, sit back down. Good. Exhale, up, pass left hand to right hand. Inhale, down. 2 more. Exhale, up, pass, and back. And last one. Exhale, lift, pass the ball, and back down. Good. Just put your feet flat down onto the floor again and relax the arms. You maybe want to Let the knees just rock a little bit from side to side for a moment. Lovely. Okay, then if you can put the ball back in between your knees again. And just start with your feet flat on the floor and arms down either side of the body. Okay, so we're going to start off with some lifting of the knees into the body. So take a breath in, and then on your exhale, just curl the knees in to the tummy. Good. And then release back down. Exhale, lift in, and release. Feet back to the floor. Good. 3 more. And release. Good. Exhale in. Inhale back to the floor. Last one. Exhale in. Inhale back to the floor. Good. All right, then lift the legs up into our tabletop position. Now we're going to stretch the legs up towards the ceiling, getting them as straight as we can. Now we're going to slowly lower the legs down to wherever you can manage. If you're only getting a few inches, that's fine. I want you to pay close attention to what's happening with your spine. And then just bend them, bend the knees, and bring them back into your tummy. Okay, so we go to tabletop, straight legs, lower the legs to wherever you can manage, and then bend them and bring them back in. So we get a little bit of relief in between. It's kind of like a nice circle cycling movement. Tabletop, straight, lower, and bend in. Good. Tabletop, straighten, lower, getting down as low as you can manage, and then bend them to scoop them back in. Good. Legs straight, lower, bend to scoop back in. Tabletop, straighten, lower, bend to scoop back in. Tabletop, straighten, lower, bend to scoop back in. Good. So just let me show you a different version. If you're not able to straighten the legs, that's fine. Keep a bend in them and just do little lowers coming in. You know, this movement is as big or as small as you can personally manage. Okay, we'll do 2 more. Straighten, lower, bend in. Last one. Lower, and straight back in. Well done. Okay, take the ball away, and let's just give the legs a little rock again from side to side. Good, just to release that lower back as well. And then a little moment just to stretch a wee bit further, bringing ankle over onto opposite knee. And just press the knee away. And then just swap to the other side. Okay, great. Right, we're going to roll over onto our tummies now. So in this one, we are using the ball more as a support than anything else. So if you're more comfortable using a cushion or something, feel free to use something different. You know, if your ball is too lift you up too high and this is uncomfortable for your spine to stay in this position, feel free to use something that's a wee bit flatter if you prefer. Okay, so we just have it in underneath our sternum so that your spine is in this sort of extended position. Legs are just nice and relaxed, okay? Now we're just going to work the right arm first. So just lift that right hand off the floor, reach the right arm forwards, and then as you breathe out, sweep that right arm back, keeping it straight, and then trying to think about bringing the thumb to touch the bum, the right side of your bum. Okay? Then bend at the elbow and sort of keeping everything really close into your body, just slide the arm forwards. Breathing in, breathing out. Slide back, really trying to retract your shoulder blade back in your spine. Good, breathe in, reaching forwards. Breathe out, sliding back. Breathe in, reach forwards. Breathe out, back. And last one with this arm, breathe in, forwards. Breathe out, back. Good, okay, now the left arm. Breathe in, reach forwards. And then breathe out, slide back, retracting the shoulder blade. Good, keep everything close into the body as you slide forwards. Breathe out, reach back. Good, breathe in, forwards. Breathe out, back. Breathe in, forwards. Breathe out, back. And the last one, breathe in, reaching forwards. Breathe out, reaching back. Good, now 5 with both arms, if possible, if it all feels okay on your spine. So breathe in, reaching forwards. Breathe out, slide both arms back. Really feeling the squeeze in the shoulders now. Good. And then slide forwards, breathing in. Breathe out. Squeeze shoulder blades together. Good. Breathe in, reach the arms forwards. Breathe out, back. Almost like a weird version of the breaststroke. Breathe in forwards. Breathe out, back. Good, 2 more, breathe in forwards, breathe out back, breathe in, reach forwards, and breathe out back. Lovely. Okay, just take the ball away and come down just with your hands either side of your head, keeping the elbows nice and close into the body. Take a nice breath in with your head or forehead or chin resting on the ground. And then on your out breath, just come up into a little extension, but keep those hands and elbows connected to the floor. Try and relax the glutes as well. So just feeling this in those muscles around your spine. Good, and then release. And again, exhale, lift up. Think about dropping those shoulders back away from the ears. Sometimes we can get all scrunched up, so try to keep length between ears and shoulders. Good, and release. 3 more, exhale, lift. Inhale, release. Exhale, lift. Shoulders down, glutes relaxed, and release. And 1 more, exhale up, and release. Lovely. Okay, just bring yourself up onto your hands and knees, and we'll give the spine a little bit of a stretch. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips, and just come up into that lovely cat stretch, rounding across the shoulders. Good. Stretching up each side if you feel the need. And then bring your toes together, take your knees a little bit apart and just push the bum back towards the heels and stretch yourself forwards and feel a nice stretch across the lower spine. And just try and relax your forehead down onto the floor. Take a couple of nice breaths here. Okay, perfect. Right, so back to the ball again and back into a seated position. And put the ball back in between the knees. Okay, all right. So arms extended, take a breath in, and then on the out breath, Squeeze knees as you curl and lower yourself down towards the floor. Come the whole way down. Good. Now bring the feet a little closer in towards the bum again. And we're just going to do ordinary curl-ups. So arms reaching up towards the ceiling. Take a nice breath in. And then on your exhale, really press the knees onto your ball as you draw the abs in and lift your head and your shoulders above the floor, bringing your hands down either side of the thighs. Good. Then breathe in and relax back down. Release the squeeze as you inhale. Good. Exhale, squeeze, tighten abs, lift head and shoulders. Chin draws into chest. Good. Inhale, release. If your neck is suffering, just put one hand behind your head for support. Exhale, lift. Not forgetting to squeeze the knees onto the ball. Inhale, release. Exhale, lift. Inhale, release. Good. Exhale, lift. And inhale, release. One more. Exhale, lift. And inhale, release. Now, similar to what we did in the bridge, we're going to extend each leg as we curl up, okay? But keeping the ball between the knees. So exhale, lift your left foot off the floor, extending that leg. As you curl head and shoulders up and bring arms down either side, thighs. Good. Inhale, left foot back down as your head and shoulders come back to the floor as well. Right leg next. Exhale. And inhale. Exhale, lift. Inhale, release. Good. Keep going, alternating the legs. Lifting as much of your head and shoulders off the floor, your shoulders, I should say, off the floor. And release. Exhale to lift. Keep thinking about the abdominals as well. Belly button draws inwards every time you breathe out. Good. And one more on each leg. Lovely. Brilliant. And relax. We're going to take the ball away from the knees now and place it underneath our left foot. So it takes a wee second sometimes just to get it into the right position. So we're going to do some bridges now with the ball underneath just one foot at a time. Okay, so play around, see where you feel comfortable. And if you're getting any cramping or anything in the hamstring, just forget about the ball and keep both your feet flat onto the floor and do the ordinary bridge. Okay, so nice breath in. And then on your exhale, tilt pelvis back and lift. You see my foot wobbling a lot? Good, breathe in at the top. And then breathe out, slowly curl yourself back down. And release, good. Exhale, lift. Squeeze at the top. And then exhale to lower. Good, 3 more. Curl and lift. Squeeze glutes, hold, breathe in. And then curl back down on your exhale. Good, 2 more. Exhale, lift. Breathe in at the top. Breathe out to lower. Good, last one with the left foot on the ball. Lift and lower. Lovely. Move the ball over to underneath your right foot. If you need to do any stretching with that left leg, just take a moment. I kind of feel I need to stretch out my hamstring personally. Okay, so a wee moment just to stretch it out. And then we'll do 5 lift and lowers with our right foot pressing onto the ball. So nice breath in. And then on your exhale, tilt back, curl and lift, squeezing into the glutes, hold, breathe in, and exhale to lower. Good. And again, exhale, lift. All the wobbling and moving around is totally normal. And exhale, lower. Good, 3 more, curl and lift. Nice squeeze of the glutes at the top and lower. Last 2, exhale, tilt and lift. Inhale at the top, exhale to lower. And last 1, exhale, lift. Squeeze, breathe in, and then exhale, lower. Good, well done. Okay, just put the ball away. And then we'll stretch out that right leg. So just lift the leg up towards the ceiling. Draw it back in, giving a nice stretch down the back of the hamstrings. Gosh, mine are so tight tonight. Good. Breathing out, drawing back. Lovely. Good. Then just straighten out both your legs along the floor. Take the arms up overhead. Enjoy a really nice full body lengthening stretch from your fingers, tips of your fingers, all the way down to the tips of your toes. If you have enough room, I'm slightly squashed by the wall above my arms. Good. And then the opposite, so bring your knees in to the tummy, wrap the arms around the legs, lift your head and try and curl yourself up into as tight a ball as possible. And then release, bringing your feet back down onto the floor, head and shoulders back down onto the floor. Just let your knees rock gently from side to side, just to kind of gently massage and release that lower back. Moving at whatever speed feels nice for your own body. And lingering or resting in any position that feels nice. Brilliant. And just resting with the knees in the center or legs completely flat, whichever you prefer. And just taking a moment to finish the session with a few calming breaths. So maybe allowing your eyes to close as well at this point, if you haven't already. Letting your hands rest on your chest and your belly, so you can tune into how the body moves with your breath. And then it's up to you if you want to do some nice deep breaths, or if you prefer to just rest for a few moments and gently notice how you breathe naturally without trying to change anything or lengthen any of your breaths. So just give yourself the permission to breathe however you want tonight. And then on your last breath now, your last concentrated breath, focused breath, just then starting to maybe rock the knees again from side to side, coming back into the room, away from that moment of quiet. And then when you're ready, just allowing the eyes to open again. So well done. Another ball workout complete. I hope you enjoyed. I'll hit the stop buttons now.